Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, the world will say. Hello to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Wait a minute. Right is left and left is right. That's wonky. Great word. Great word. I love the word wonky to describe where we're at because we are. It's wonky. I saw Esau sitting on a seesaw. How many S's in that? None, because that doesn't have any S's in it, you see. It's a very wonky world. It has been most of my life. There were times when I felt like I had stabilized some of the chaos in my world. Only in mine, nobody else's, because your own world can be stabilized by you. That's what I have to believe. If you can stabilize your own world. Oh, sorry. Oh, gosh, I always do this. Monday, March. Gosh, come on, eyes. Monday, March 16th, 10:17 a.m. So it is a morning one. That's good. Sometimes I drift into the afternoon and believe that that's my morning. Sometimes I go on the evening and think of that as my morning too. Maybe. Neckerchief or no neckerchief? Oh, yeah, it's hot today, so I'll probably sweat. So neckerchief, yeah. Probably. Fuck knows. Wonky. So what is wonky? So I'm putting forward I'm pushing now. Oh, he's pushing. Pushback. There's some pushback. Some of my friends who are brilliant healers, amazing intellects, are putting out books and going on podcasts and doing their thing. Some of the links will be below. And I have nothing but admiration for them. But they don't relent, you see? They keep going. It's very important because our adversary in this world is apathy. When we stop caring, when we're like, oh, there's nothing I can do. Well, in a way, it's kind of good because it makes you sit down and think about, well, what can I do? So it helps you find a purpose. Cough, cough. What's good and bad in this world? I don't know. I mean, I do know that we have all got the propensity for good, and we all have the propensity for bad. And part of mine, every individual's quest in this life is to find your own moral compass, where you know where good and bad lie. And you can feel the compass going slightly off and you're like, shit, course correction. Well, I'm lucky. I'm in a very narrow, currently, in a very narrow middle path between the chaos and whatever it is that people are trying to sell us next, usually war. So I'm in this very narrow path, but a lot of people are just coming onto the path and recognizing that they can actually do something. So one of the other links I will put underneath is for those people who got so dejected by society that they decided, well, the only way I'm going to be able to afford to have adventures abroad, etc., is to get the government to pay for them So they joined the military. Now, they may have had good intentions, but I'm sure their intention wasn't, I'm going to join the military in order to kill people. That wasn't their primary reason for joining the military. They believed that defense of their realm was in some way virtuous. Well, it's not. We know we're out of control. This country, Britain, Europe, we're all controlled by a global banking elite who really run the whole economy and can strangle us at any point. And they do. And, you know, it's like, oh, and we're trying to be the biggest bully in the yard. So we're getting a bigger stick, and we keep getting bigger sticks. And then eventually we'll, you know, present ourselves with our own demise. Well, they've used the Middle East as a kind of hornet's nest to build up this sad control of other people through your nation's need for more money, because they'll fund both sides in a war. As long as it doesn't come on their ground, you know. So, you know, this has been happening for centuries and centuries and centuries, but it's time to stop. You don't need to send your kids out to war anymore. I will put the conscientious objectors totally legal way of your friends or children or family, the way in which they can say, no, I'm not going to the Middle East to be sacrificed alongside whichever country we're aligning ourselves with in this war or the next war, or trying to build some sort of partnership by killing people. I mean, I don't want to join that. So the number will be below, and, you know, I'll put a link, because as humans, we have this option. You know, we really do have this option to not kill. Let's not kill each other. I mean, sure, we're going to have accidents, things might happen, but the point is, we mustn't go out knowingly in order to kill for peace. I mean, I have lots of friends who are far more learned than I am in their approach to pacifism, but I'm dyed in the wool. I can't help it. I just cannot see the point in violence. Just can't see the point in it. It's just greed. When you boil it down, it's like, it eventually comes like, it's just greed. You can walk away from violence. Anyway, but I get a lot of friends who do regular podcasts and regular contributions to journalism, real journalism, where they're witnessing something and reporting something. Danny Katz is one of them. And I can hear that I absolutely adore her work. The Language of Betterarchy is a brilliant book. All her books are good. Lots about propaganda. But the thing is, you can hear the kind of strained tension in her voice, because she's having to talk to many people who she's trying to help educate, and she's having to talk to them like kindergarten teachers, you know, like small children who've never even contemplated their contribution. If you don't contemplate your contribution to a society that is hell-bent on war, then you have to seriously think, well, what am I doing? Am I doing anything? You know, me blowing my horn for peace when, you know, protesters were on a bridge yesterday in Los Angeles saying, make music, not war. Me blowing my horn and putting the V out the window. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a little tiny contribution, but I also do this. I also do music and art. I also book shows that promote a more peaceful coexistence where people are creative. I link up with conscious co-creators. And one of the greatest conscious co-creators I've ever met is a lady called Laura Brody. In the links, opulent mobility. Yesterday, I saw a man, obviously very, very, I don't even want to call it disabled, because very, very able to communicate his love and understanding, but in a wheelchair, and very very aware that it's his voice and his face and his connection to other humans, the way in which we talk to each other. I lost I immediately lost the view of the wheelchair, the electronic wheelchair. I immediately lost view and talked to him, talked to his face, talked to his, he's a very, very confident, very brilliant and funny man. There's a man called Dennis. But see, that what Laura Brody teaches is it's actually a superpower, because it concentrates your energy into your inner self being your outer perception. So she's great. Yeah, so we seek inspiration. There's plenty of it, but we also seek our place in nature, our place in this whole abundant planet. And very happy to know that Laura Brody started a company called Opulent Mobility, and and she uses the word abundance, because this is an abundant planet. This is an abundant world. We mistreat it, we misuse it, we're coerced into believing that everything on it is ours to abuse. And it's just, if you love nature, then you love self. We come from the earth, we go to the earth. So you have to take care of that. And I mean, taking care of your mother is the hugest thing. I was at a party over the weekend for a 94-year-old matriarch of, I think, 32, 8 children, 32 grandchildren, and 20 great-grandchildren. And as much as I'm on the peripherals, I married and had children with one of the daughters, her daughters. We're separated, but we understand each other about raising children. And the point of what I'm trying to say is Mother Earth. That's 94 years old, somewhat confused by her role in life, because she's always played a role of an old-fashioned role of patriarchy, and her husband died 8 years ago, so she's been struggling a little bit with her role as the matriarch of this family. But she's great, she's awesome, very sound mind, and really just coming to grips with what it's like to be in this world, like the way we all should be. And again, it's a lot of it is, you can say the word peace just for the rest of your life, just go peace, 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 peace. But unless you show the path to peace, to be love, to be empathy, to be compassion, these are all things that you have to line up in order to understand what peace really is. Love your enemy. That is so bizarre, isn't it? And when you think about it, it's like, but you create your enemy. I mean, this is what nation states are doing right now. They're creating enemies so as they can sell them, so as they can go to war with them and sell arms to them, and so sell arms to, use it as a sales program. They've put the cart before the horse. In prior world wars and various conflicts. We've always been at war at some place or another. At the moment, it's very much a psychological war. But in the past, the result of war was some people were going to make money building armaments, fuel for the, but it was always we have a war over something that is moral. It's on the moral scale, right? And it's like a moral thing you're doing. Well, and so you might make money on the back end of it, rebuilding or helping rebuild or selling more arms or whatever. But now we have all the cart is before the horse, right? So we're now rebuilding in our image. Who the fuck do we think we are? And we're also selling arms in order to create war. We sell arms to the neighbor, and the neighbor bombs the neighbor, and then we get involved and we sell to both sides and we stand with one of them or the other. But it doesn't really matter because we're making money prior to actually boots on the ground going to war, which we should never do. And again, I'll go back to the number underneath. If you're in the military, do not go to the Middle East. Do not send your children, your brothers, your sisters. Do not send them to the Middle East. This is a war that can't be won. All right? Just cannot. Doesn't want to be. They don't even want to win. They just want control so as they can squeeze this money, more money out of this, more money out of that, more money out of this. It's greed. All right, that's enough for today. I got a little bit pithy. But the word of today is wonky. Word of the day is wonky, because everything seems a little bit wonky. All right. But I do get pithy. I do get a little angry, a little angered, and a little triggered by these people that believe that in order to achieve peace, we have to go to war. It's just garbage. All right. Lots of love. Keep going. Look inside. Send love. Work with people who are helping other people. If you can't work with people directly yourself, support them. I put links in the bottom underneath. Some of them are brilliant people who are helping people struggling understand what the struggle is. It's for love.